From 1 John chapter 4 verse 18, fear is not in charity, but perfect charity casteth out fear, because fear hath pain. And he that feareth is not perfected in charity. Let us therefore love God, because God first hath loved us. Please like, share and subscribe for additional updates. Title: A Christian Interpretation of 1 John chapter 4 verse 18. Perfect love casts out fear. A potent verse that captures the spirit of God's love and its capacity to change Christians' lives is John chapter 4 verse 18. This verse highlights the value of developing a close, personal relationship with God from a Christian perspective. This relationship allows us to overcome fear and live in the freedom of His perfect love. The nature of fear, the transformational power of God's love, and the consequences for Christians are the three main facets of this verse that will be examined in this analysis. Part 1. The nature of fear. Anxiety, concern, and dread are just a few of the ways that fear might appear. Fear is a universal emotion. It is a normal reaction to perceived emotional and/or physical risks. The Bible, however, forbids us from allowing dread to rule or devour us because it can undermine our faith and obstruct our spiritual development. The Apostle John discusses the essence of terror in 1 John chapter 4 verse 18, saying, "There is no fear in love." However, fear is eliminated by perfect love because fear is associated with punishment. Fearful people are not perfected in love. This passage emphasizes how fear and love cannot coexist. A lack of faith in God's kindness and sovereignty is suggested by fear, which is based in a sense of punishment or retaliation. It displays a skewed perception of God, seeing Him as an unforgiving judge rather than a benevolent Father. Part 2. The divine love's transformative potential. The transformational power of God's perfect love, which is able to drive out fear from our life, is declared in 1 John chapter 4 verse 18. This flawless love is a heavenly quality of God's nature, not just a feeling. It is beyond human understanding, all-pervasive, selfless, and all-encompassing. The text implies that fear is banished by God's complete love. When we truly encounter and understand the breadth of His love, fear begins to fade from our hearts. Our faith is bolstered as we gain a deeper comprehension of God's love, leading us to put our trust in His goodness, provision, and protection. We may conquer our fears of failure, rejection, or punishment because of this love, since it gives us comfort and acceptance in God's unfailing love. Part 3. Consequences for believing. For believers, John chapter 4 verse 18 has important ramifications for their day-to-day walk with God. It pushes us to consider how we relate to fear and to give it up to the perfect love of God. Three main implications are as follows. Embracing a life of faith. Fear frequently gets in the way of our capacity to live lives that are purposeful for God. But 1 John chapter 4 verse 18 exhorts believers to put their faith in God's flawless love, which gives us the strength to face our fears and move forward in faith. It exhorts us to give up control and put our faith in God's direction despite ambiguity or difficulties. As our comprehension of God's love deepens, we are able to face life boldly because we know that His love drives out all fear. Cultivating intimacy with God. The passage emphasizes how vital it is to get closer to God because it is only via this close relationship that we can fully experience His perfect love. Through engaging in prayer, reading His Word, and seeking His presence, we allow His love to have the capacity to transform us. God gives us a deeper revelation of Himself as we become closer to Him, allaying our anxieties and enveloping us in His calm. Showing love to others. God's love is intended to extend beyond our intimate bonds with Him. It is a love that forces us to show people forgiveness, kindness, and compassion. 1 John chapter 4 verse 18 calls on believers to love one another in the same way that God has loved us, eradicating fear from our interpersonal interactions and promoting harmony within the body of Christ. Representing the unwavering love of God empowers us to effect change in a society where fear and division are commonplace. In conclusion, 1 John chapter 4 verse 18 serves as a powerful reminder of the ability of God's perfect love to completely transform our lives as followers of His. This passage challenges us to consider the nature of fear, give it up to God, and choose to live a life of faith that is based on His love. Fear loses its hold on us as we get closer to God and show His love to others, allowing us to live in the safety and freedom of His perfect love. May we always strive to deepen our comprehension of God's love and let it drive out fear from every area of our life.